Good morning, Sunday, April 8th. Just leaving the Big Walker, the snow-covered Big Walker Motel, and heading over to the Subway to grab a Subway sandwich or breakfast sandwich, and then heading out on the trail. Aiming for shorter miles today, famous last words, but yeah. Day 43 starts today. It's a snowy start, which I don't love. It's certainly cold out here, but it's supposed to be sunny and I believe in the 40s today. So heck, that's summer weather down south. So had a restful stay. I showed up here really just feeling terrible, my legs, and just too hungry, felt weak. I had gluttonous meals, which I don't really normally like having, but I did it for the sole purpose of filling myself up on food and getting myself healthier for the trail ahead. And I think mission accomplished. So off I set here on day 43. Talk to you later. Good morning again, day 43. Got a walk to the Subway sub shop, got a breakfast sandwich, got a ride back to the trail with Starbucks. We're setting off. It's clearly not a warm start to the morning. Looks quite nice. It's nice that the trail here looks kind of clear. Obviously the trees are not, but it's pretty and it's supposed to be 45 and sunny today, so fully expect this will melt off. Hopefully not make me soaked in the process, but it's nice to be out here at 8 a.m. Yeah, 7:55 on day 43. And yeah, it's going to be good. We're aiming for shelter tonight. Got one picked out. I think 17 or 18 miles ahead. Mandatory to stay there for me anyway, since it's supposed to start raining and snowing again tonight and be rainy all day, freezing rain all day tomorrow. That is Monday. And so it'll be bad enough to hike through it during the day, but I don't want to sleep through it during the night. So, but today I think it's going to be good. Talk to you later. Good morning again, day 43. Still hiking along. It's probably 9 o'clock or 9:30 in the morning. And just thinking about these fantastic views I have down to these valleys, in this case through the snow. And the fact that our hiking experience has been a bit of an anomaly insofar as I started in February and obviously the leaves hadn't come out yet. But today is supposed to be 45. Then tomorrow back to crappy weather. It's going to start raining and snowing overnight and continue through tomorrow on Monday. But then there's a warm-up, and it's going to be like 55, 65, and 75 in successive days. And not long after that, these trees will start to leaf out and my views will change. And this will emerge as more of the green tunnel that I have often heard about. But I've truly enjoyed having these fantastic views down into valleys, even if it's through snow. And I know it's not going to last. But I do look forward to the warm weather. That's going to be nice. I'll be able to shed some clothes and send some of them home and pack a little lighter and maybe cover more distance more easily than I am today. Hi guys. It's going to be about 11:30 now. Sun's out. I think this is just slow melting of the snow. I'm in a sunny area now, but it's just kind of beautiful. Temperatures are tolerable, and the terrain is soft on my feet, and just hiking along by myself. I haven't seen Starbucks since about a minute after we set in the woods, and so he's a fast dude. He's no doubt speed hiking ahead. I see another set of footprints on the ground too, so it might be another through hiker or perhaps a section hiker out for the day. I'm just trying to avoid all that mud and junk, and yeah, but this is quite pleasant. I have about 11 miles to go before the shelter. Be an 18 or 19 mile day, and do want to be in that shelter because of the tough weather coming in tonight. And yeah, it's a good day. Hi guys, day 43 in the afternoon. Easy hiking. I'm in the sun. Snow is mostly gone away here, although it was 100% coverage just a mile or so back. But I have a question for people who might be watching the videos. Look at all these vines, these thick woody vines that climb up trees. And there they go. They just go way up into the canopy, and they seemingly strangle the trees. They're everywhere here. I've noticed them in great abundance since Springer Mountain in Georgia. And my question is, are these native vines? Do they harm the host tree? Are they invasive? I mean, are they a transplant from some other location? But it's just shocking how much of the woods is filled with these vines and how they wrap themselves around the trees right into the canopy, right up into the canopy. And at least aesthetically, they do nothing for the trees. But maybe someone watching these videos will say that is this plant and it has this role in the environment and it's native or non-native. But as I've been walking along for 43 days, I've had this huge underlying desire to take a saw to these vines, kill them. But if someone could educate me, I would be grateful. Thank you. Hi guys, day 43 in the afternoon, Sunday. Reached a milestone. Just noticed on Guthook that I'm at mile 600. So feels great. And of course I realize I still have quite some ways to go, but 600 miles, that's about 10 times further than I've ever hiked before. So feel pretty good about that. And weather today is great, conducive to easy hiking. Very little rocks on the trail, sun's out. A little bit of snow left in the woods here. Varies depending upon whether I'm in the sun or shade, but it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I'm going to stay in a shelter, not go terribly long, and try and get more sleep and more food. So talk to you later. Good morning, day 44, and it's snowing, and it's going to turn to rain. It's going to continue for much of the day. Spent the night in the Jenny Knob shelter. Very nice shelter, and was able to keep dry, pretty warm, and yeah, the snow stinks. Maybe it's going to go away sometime. Oh well. Good morning. Day 44 starts now. Good morning again. Day 44. It's another wintry mix. It's snowed during the night. It's snowing now. Later this morning it's supposed to turn to sleet and freezing rain. But latest forecast doesn't look like it's going to be heavy. So that'll be a plus. But this weather kind of stinks right now. It's pretty, but it's cold. And as any hiker knows, any through hiker knows, you go through that clutch move when you take off all your extra layers and get ready for hiking and strip them all off and just throw them in your backpack because you'll overheat. And I did that not long ago, and as a consequence I'm freezing. But with the expectation that after 15 or 30 minutes of hiking, my body will have warmed up. I didn't put my poncho on. I was thinking of that. I may still, if this snow and precip stays on the light side, then I won't bother. But if it gets any heavier, I'd be concerned about wetting out, and then all my clothes wetting out and just really getting a chill, and at which point I'll put my poncho on. Spent the night with Two nice ladies from New England, one from Vermont, Fancy, who I've seen several times, and another woman from New England, from Maine, Moonbeam, who is just picking up on her hike. She hiked last year and had to get off the trail, and now is restarting. And of course with Starbucks, who left quite some time before me, and I'm sure is motoring down the trail quickly now. So the mileage expectations for today are a little bit uncertain. You can get to the Wapiti shelter in only 14.5 miles. I want to go to the Woods Hole Hostel. That's like 20 or 21. If it's dry, I don't mind camping out. But if it's going to be wet, I'd really rather be in a shelter or maybe even a hostel. Heard many good things about Woods Hole, but undecided at this point. Mission right now is just to, you can see the snow there starting to come down heavier. It's just to get warm and make some mileage. Fantastic news is, despite this cold weather, snowy weather now, it's going to get quite warm later this week. Even into the 70s, they say. So hard to believe, but good weather is a-coming, and I look forward to it. Over and out. Hey there. A couple of climbs today. This is the first big one to about 3,000 feet. Not surprisingly, at higher elevation, the snow is robust here, for lack of better words. I was quite cold at the beginning. Now I'm actually hot. I'm a little worried about sweat management at this point. Have one more climb later in the day that goes close to 4,000 feet, but it's a beautiful winter wonderland out here. If you like that sort of thing in spring, just crossing a power line right of way and back into the woods, but still quite snowy. No sign of the snow changing to rain, although I'm going to go down another 1,000 feet and maybe it'll happen then. Frankly, at this moment, I prefer the snow. It's keeping me a little cooler and not sticking to my clothes as much. The rain will surely stick and add some weight to everything, as well as potentially make me cooler. But, yeah, none of this is what I expected when I started hiking the AT, or thought maybe one or two snow events, but there's been many snow events, and we've made it through all of them, and we'll do the same here. But it's just an eye-opener for this New England boy. Well, guys, everyone, this is Yukon Rasputin in Starbucks sitting here, and Yukon is delivering us a beautiful trail magic today in the form of lunch. I've already got a soda there, and Yukon's a veteran AT hiker, hiked it several times, all of it and parts of it, and he also, I knew the name was familiar, and I said, like, that man subscribed to my channel, and we talked about plants. It's awesome. And he's making a fire. We're going to have some lunch. So, frankly, if you're watching this, the trail wouldn't be successful without trail angels, and this is a big one right here. So, many thanks to Yukon Rasputin. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Hey, guys. Day 44 in the afternoon. I'm in a grove of very large white pines. They're quite beautiful, interspersed with hemlocks, which are very nice as well. It's just kind of a lush forest. The snow that was coming down this morning turned to sleet, then freezing rain, and now it's just a cold rain. But overall, it's been a good day. Got some trail magic for lunch from Yukon Rasputin, who fed me 3 hot dogs and 2 sodas. That was a nice little break. And now I'm 3 miles from the, gosh, I'm going to say this wrong, but from the shelter, Wapiti or something like that shelter. Going to try and stay undercover again tonight just because of the inclement weather. We've been intentionally doing less miles, trying to let our bodies recover. We just pushed it too hard. For 2+ weeks we were doing these 20-mile days, and it just took a toll on myself. I've lost a lot of weight and muscle mass, and energy level has been flagging, but it's been nice. The shelter we stayed at last night was nice, and I'm hoping for the same tonight, and some really good weather's on the horizon, which is fantastic. So 3 miles to the shelter, set up my sleep system, get settled, make dinner, and plan on another 10+ hour night sleep, which isn't that crazy as it sounds out here on the trail, but it's really quite nice and is restorative for sure. Talk later. Okay, guys. Hey there. At the risk of filming too much, there's been so many beautiful, enchanting pathways here. Now I'm in a canopy of rhododendrons growing up around giant pines. Come down around the corner. Look at this, all just a little bit of light coming through. More canopy here. There's a little beautiful bridge there. Babbling brook. Lots of water sources around here. Isn't that nice? Wow. And over to a bridge that undoubtedly people spent hours and hours, perhaps days, building for my benefit and other through hikers. How cool is that? That's so neat. But yeah, there's so many different changes in terrain and just wondrous places here on the AT. I'm a New England hiker and I'm not used to this. This canopy of green is enchanting. Hi guys, Wapiti Shelter, day 44 at the end of the day. There's Starbucks. He died 3 hours ago. He's just there like a log, and he's sleeping, maybe. And we're in the Wapiti Shelter, and it's rain. I think it might be freezing, freaking rain. You can still see some snow out there. It was a pretty cold and wet day. And so far, we're the only folks in the shelter. It's pretty primitive. It's just us and probably some mice. And unfortunately, but tomorrow we got depending upon whether you believe AWOL or gut hook, a 17 to like 19 mile day into Pearisburg, where we're planning to get some pizza and beer and maybe a hostel. So that's it for now. I'm going to try and get warm, which is an elusive thing right now, and get some decent sleep. Talk to you later. Good morning again. I think I said it was day 44. It's actually day 45. I don't know what it is about the days, but I have a particularly difficult time keeping them apart. You can see I've just crested a hill. It's all kind of snowy up here. There's some light coming up over the horizon, so I'm optimistic it's going to warm up a bit. I was quite frigid in camp, leaving camp, ice. We were trying to cook, but nothing like a steep hill, which I just came up to warm me up. So feeling good, and if anyone's wondering, that's really what it's all about out here, is maintaining this balance between exertion such that your body stays warm enough, and while typically rather lightly clothed. So I don't have really have winter gear, normal winter gear that you'd have for a walk around the neighborhood. My gear is lighter than that, everyone's is, because we're trying to cover big miles every day. But once you get going with a 30+ pound pack on your back, you generally warm up, and today proves that theory. So it's all about balance, and always have to manage your sweat load too. Quickly take off layers, open pit zips, take hats off. It's as I said before, this is a place where you can be freezing and sweating all within minutes in the same day. And I was freezing when I got up. Now I'm just comfortably cool, if not a little bit cold, but that's actually the way it should be, and it'll allow me to hike on. But day 45 continues here. Amidst the snow, I know there's a warming trend coming in, so my heart is warmed by that temperature change. Beautiful view into what I believe to be Pearisburg. And look at these power lines. Just imagine instead of power lines, those were zip lines. Or heck, maybe double duty. But, yeah, I don't know. I know double duty probably wouldn't work here. But zip line would be a thrilling ride. And it would save my legs. But not today. Another few miles. 5 miles to the edge of town. And then I walk in. Wow, beautiful views in all directions. It's amazing. Very nice.